In problem 1.3, we're going to look at the same offer that the genie made in problem 1.2, except we're going to be focusing in on the graphical representation of that same situation. So the first question we are asked here is which of these graphs shows the amount of money in purse A? So remember, purse A was the one that started with $1,000 and grew by $200 each day. Well, if I look at this, the red dotted line is the one that goes up by a constant amount every day. It goes up 200, up 200, up 200 every single day. It makes this nice straight line. So the red dots must be purse A because it has a constant rate of change. $200 every day. Now, purse B, that means must be the blue graph, and we can make a similar argument here because on that graph, it starts out really slowly like we saw, but then it starts to double. Well, it's doubling the whole time, but then it starts to grow really quickly as soon as the numbers start to get big, they get really, really big really fast. So because it grows slowly at first, then really fast. And that's what we saw when we made the table of values as well. So this must be purse B. The second part here asks us to look at these 2 points, P and Q, and identify what they mean. So point P, which we notice is on the blue graph, looks like it is on day 9. So point P, which, let's see, is on day 9, and how much money is that? It's a really small amount of money. But point P is telling us the amount of money in purse B after 9 days. Now point Q is a little bit easier to read because I can actually tell what the y-axis, what the y value is. Point Q is telling me the amount of money in purse A after 5 days. And I know that that amount of money, if I look at the graph, is $2,000. I can actually read that value off the graph. Point B was a little too difficult to read there. Point P, sorry. Now problem 3 then asks us a question that is also a little bit difficult to read on the graph, but we can reason our way through this. It wants to know what are the vertical intercepts on each graph. Well, that means I'm looking over here. Don't want a highlighter there. I'm looking over here at these points. Now remember, the vertical intercept means that I'm dealing with day 0. Vertical intercept means that it's day 0. And I know from the description of the problem that that means for purse A, it must have been day 0 and there was $1,000. And for purse B, which is the blue graph, well, that was day 0. And on day 0, remember in purse B, there was only 1 penny, $0.01. Okay, so we've dealt a little bit with reading a few points off the graph. So let's try to actually answer some application problems here. Question 4, when does purse B become a better choice than purse A? So if I look at the graph here, essentially what I want to know is when does purse B have more money? And I know that happens right here. All of these points are higher as well, but that's not when it first becomes better. So purse B becomes better on day 19. So when does purse B become better? Day 19, because that is the earliest, because that is the first time that it has more money. And I can tell that because its y value, its y coordinate is higher up. So knowing what we know after these two problems here, problem 1.2 and now the graphical problem 1.3, which purse are we going to choose? Well, you might argue that purse A starts out with more money, but I'm going to choose purse B. And the reason I'm going to choose purse B is because after 19 days, it has more money, and any day later than that, it has way more money. Like a lot. You might remember on day 30, there was almost $11 million in purse B, while purse A, I think, still only had like $7,000. So I'm going to choose purse B here. Now, the Are You Ready for More for this problem, I'm not going to do out right now, but I want to point something out to you. In this Are You Ready for More, they tell you that purse A is now going to gain $250,000 every day. Not just $200 anymore, $250,000. But I want you to keep in mind when you look at this problem that purse B, even though it started with a penny, had almost $11 million after 30 days. So keep that in mind as you try to decide on this Are You Ready for More?